Hello, good morning, and welcome to another episode of me and my bike. Right, I've bought a pair of these. They're Avon white wall tyres. I got them off eBay, so hopefully they'll be fine for the bike. They're around about the same price as you can buy from in store. It's just that I found these and I quite like these. I particularly like the tread on them. They just need cleaning up once on the bike. Now, before I do anything, I'll just show you this. Well, that is my girlfriend's bike. It's a Suzuki Intruder. We bought it about 2 weeks ago. It's a nice little bike. Doesn't do too bad actually. I've got it up to 72 miles an hour, but that's about the maximum you can get it. See if we can get it full in picture. It's a nice little learner bike. You can't buy these new anymore. You've got to buy them second hand in the EU because you just can't buy them new. The only cruiser you can buy now new is the Suzuki Marauder, which at £3,000 is a little tad overpriced. Anyway, back to the job in hand. Now what I've got to do is to save myself some cash, which is approximately 25 quid. I'm going to take these wheels off myself because with the Dragstar, bear with me, train going past. Right, now the train's gone. Yeah, I live next to a railway line. Makes the house vibrate. Anyway, to save myself some cash, if I do this job myself, it makes a significant difference. Mainly because with the Dragstar, because it's shaft driven, show you that. Because it's shaft driven, there's a different way of taking it apart. So, or taking the wheel off so you can put new tyres on it. So we're going to do front and back today. We'll start at the back. As you can see, I've chopped up the rear end using a lot of wood. Always the best to use wood, mainly because it's nice and soft and giving, but you can stack it up so it's nice and level. Then I've got me jack that I use, but hey, we'll get on with it. As you can see, we've got to work from in there. We've got all these bolts to deal with, and that's on both sides. Then we have to take the wheel apart so we can actually get it down there. So I'll get going. Right, first instruction is to remove this top cylinder silencer here. It's got to come off. There's two bolts. There's one here and there's one there, and by rights it should just slide off. Sorry, there's one there and one there. Where are you? There you go. I've actually coated all my bolts in WD-40 before trying to remove all, so they can soak while I'm working on this. Right, silencer's off. That took a bit of going. I had to use heat to actually get it to undo because it did not want to come out. Next thing is to remove the rear mudguard, which is not actually too hard a job. It's basically remove the seat bolt so you can remove the seat, then these 4 bolts, and then underneath here there's a little electrical underneath there somewhere. There's a little electrical socket that you need to undo. Actually, I think it's over here. So you can remove the whole of rear mudguard. So that's our next job. Right, as you can see, I've lowered the mudguard onto the wheel so it's supported. It's this little section here. Basically just pop them apart, and that's the lead that goes along here, and then just carefully remove your rear mudguard. Right, that is done. Looks kind of strange now, doesn't it? I'm always an advocate of, if you take a bolt apart and you don't need to actually remove it from anywhere, is to stick the bolt back together in the position you've left it. Next bit, it's quite wobbly now, is you can see how bald my tyre was. Really, do not let it get to this baldness. It will show up in the way things, in the way you ride. Right, next thing to do is to undo this bolt here. Please take a note on there as a position so you can put it right back to where it should be. We're also going to undo this bolt here so we can take the torque arm, just drop the torque arm out of the way, and then that's that job done. Right, that job done. a little trick when you undo this bolt. It came up because I keep it well lubed. It's usually pretty easy to do by hand, but when good trick is to basically depress the brake as far as you can, and it just slide out, so you're not struggling with it. Right, next bit. We're now going to remove these 4 bolts here. Once they've done, we're going to undo the axle bolt, and we're going to gently pull it until it rests on that point there. So hopefully this will go well. As you can see, we've managed to do that. I had to hit that a couple of times with a block of wood and a hammer to actually shift the axle. But as you draw it back, it rests on a pin just there. Once you've got it into position, that's when you can remove it from the final drive. So basically this is all going to come out. This is going to be the fun bit. And there we go. Look how dirty it is now, because I haven't been able, you can see the final drive coupling over there, the rubber, and then just come back. When you get into positions like this, it's always a good idea, before putting everything back, to check it all down. As you can see, there's rust there, and if you've got a can of anti-rust or protective, just give it a really good liberal coating, give it a clean down and give it a good liberal coating of paint, because at the end of the day, the more often you do it, the longer your bike's going to last. You know, I can now get in here and I can give this a really good coating of something like Hammerite or something very, very similar, and just give it a nice good coating, and then give it a good liberal coating of some kind of silicone spray or protective spray. Underseal works quite well as well, and basically you've got behind your bike. Give it a good look and give it a good work over. Anyway, the wheel's out. Always give it a good clean, check for damage. Let's see if you can clean it up, and there you go, it's out. It's that easy to remove your rear wheel. And I'm going to work at removing this bit here, so I can take the tyre down to, you don't have to, but I'm going to do them a favour and take that off so they can just have the wheel to go. There you go, easy as pie. Right, front wheel, it's fairly easy. You got to undo the speedo drive, that's got to come off, so that's the first thing to do. Then it should be on this side a pinch bolt, so that's what we'll do first, is to undo this pinch bolt and then undo the speedo drive, which is just there. Alright, that's that done. As you can see, I've removed the speedo unit. Go around to this side, plenty of lube as you can see, and we've undone the pinch bolt, and we're just going to undo this and then slide the axle out from the wheel. The wheel should just then slide out. It's a pretty basic operation, shouldn't be too hard. And there we have it. As you can see, I've replaced the axle. It actually screws into this side, so it's quite nice. Once you've unscrewed it and it's really, really loose, good idea is to use something you don't mind losing into the end and just gently tap it out, so it comes out all the way and it just slides straight off. Keep eye on spacers. There's a spacer, pop that back on the axle so you're not going to lose anything, and then just take your tyres to your tyre. Well, you can do the tyres yourself. I'm not going to. I'm going to pay to get them done because it's only about 12 quid a tyre. So there we go.